An alarming trend emerged this week during Tuesday's elections, where at least 7 rallygoers from the January 6th Stop the Steal rally won or were re-elected to office. 7. According to BuzzFeed, a couple weeks ago, there were at least 13 people who attended the Stop the Steal rally running for office. So if there were 13 and 7 of them win, more than half of the people who attended the rally that were running for office won. Now, clear distinction to make. None of these individuals have been implicated in the actual Capitol riots. Most of them, have good alibis, so we're not saying any of them were involved in the riot in any way. But that doesn't matter. You went to a rally, the purpose of which was to convince America that the legitimate results of the 2020 election were fraudulent. And of course, Trump, in his speech at the Stop the Steal rally, said, "We're going to the Capitol." So you may have sat that part out. You claim you did, and we'll take your word for that. But you knew damn well what was happening that day. And yet these people, after January 6th, go back to their districts. Some of them were already elected officials, for the record. And they use the excuse like, hey, we're in a conservative district. The president was speaking, so I just went to hear the president speak. No, you went to hear the president lie to the public about the election. Openly lie to them. Not exactly something you should be clamoring for a front row seat for. But again, these people go back to their districts. Some of them already in office. Others decide, you know what? I'm going to run for office. And they won. The voters in those areas knew who these people were. They knew that they attended this rally, the purpose of which, again, was to overturn the 2020 election, and still said, yep, that's our guy. That's our gal. That's the person we want serving on school boards, city councils, state congressional seats, whatever it was, because all of those were included in the people who won office. It's insane. A lot of people always ask, rhetorically, of course, how can all these despots that we've seen through history, how do they rise to power? How do they hoodwink so many people? How were the people this dumb to allow something like this to arise in their country? Well, take a look around. You get your answer. Because it's happening here in the United States. Donald Trump should be a pariah. He should be shunned. He should be completely shut off from the civilized world. But instead, people are emulating him. People are lifting him up. People are spreading the lies that he continues to tell. And they're openly being rewarded for it. So how does this happen throughout history where these dictators and horrible butchers get elected into office? Take a look around. You get your answer.